All right, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for coming. We spent last week with our team, no game, but wanted to get our team better, and I think our guys did a really good job of staying focused and coming to practice with some energy. And, we worked out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, gave them a little time off, worked out on Friday, and then after Saturday's games, we were able to get back to work Sunday afternoon and had a good practice yesterday, and we're really excited about the opportunity in front of us. This is a great opportunity for our team, and I think we've worked hard to put ourselves in a position to make it a big game for us also. And we want to be playing big games in our program. And the opponent coming in, got a lot of respect for Coach Stiegelmeier and what he's done at South Dakota State. And this is a really good football team. They average about 350 yards a game, give up 225. A lot of experience on this team with 4 starting defensive linemen that are seniors, and on the offensive side, 3 guys that are seniors. Experience at receiver, very talented quarterback, just a lot of good players. But, the focus needs to be on us and our preparation. And one thing that we're excited about, I hope our fan base and we can pack the Alerus Center on Saturday, because this is exciting for us to have the #1 team in the country come to town.
Coach, long opening grind of the season, and then the #1 team in the country coming in. How beneficial was the timing of the bye week for you guys this year?
Yeah, I think if you approach it the right way, it's beneficial. We had some guys that had played a lot of snaps because our games were close and tight, and therefore our top guys were playing a lot. So I think those guys got a chance to heal a bit. We got a chance to work on some guys that we know we're going to need down in the stretch run here to develop some depth, give them some more reps at practice, and just, mentally to work on some basic fundamentals instead of always being in game week. So I think that helped us. But, we used the week to prepare for South Dakota State too. I think it can be an advantage. You have a few more days to prepare.
You mentioned all the strengths that South Dakota State has. It feels just, all around really well-rounded team. Kind of where does the emphasis go for you guys this week to take advantage of any of their philosophy they have?
Yeah, I think, like I said, focus on us and what we do well and what we need to do well. And that's, tackle, take care of the ball. Those are fundamentals that we work on every day at practice. It's the first thing we do, and that'll play a factor in the game. Who takes care of the ball and who tackles well in space, and those are things we're going to need to do well.
Coach, what were your big takeaways watching them play NDSU last week when you saw the film?
I've watched South Dakota State more games than that game to prepare, and, they're just a big physical football team. That's what they are. You saw it in their first game against Iowa, a Big Ten opponent, and you saw it last week against another physical football team. So that's what we got to prepare for. We got to prepare for a really physical football game that, they have big playmakers on offense. So we got to eliminate the explosive plays. And then defensively, to get them in some negative plays always helps your performance on defense too. And then offensively, we got to execute at a high level because they're very sound on defense.
You guys are undefeated here on the year. In your opinion, why is it so tough for teams to come here and win?
Well, I think our guys play well at home, and we play well on the road too. We've had a number. We got to give a credit to our team too, that we do a good job of performing in front of our home crowd. But obviously, the crowd helps you, and being at home can be an advantage. But you got to make plays to make it an advantage, and you got to play well.
What is it about South Dakota State's defense that puts them kind of above and beyond? Are there certain aspects of their defense that you?
Yeah, I think their front really puts a lot of pressure on the run game. They're very physical, and they're hard to run the football on the inside. And then, when they get you in longer yardage, they really can collapse the pocket. I think we saw that, in several of their games when their opponents are in long yardage, they really collapse the pocket because they're big and strong up front. And they don't just play 4 guys up front. They rotate in a group of 2s that are very good too. So they got a lot of depth there, and that I think really helps their defense as a whole. Now they're good in the secondary and very active at linebacker too, but those guys up front create a lot of havoc.
It's almost tough, Bubba, in some respects to keep the guys from not getting too wild and crazy, thinking about the opportunities in front of you, and just trying to make sure you stay within yourself and not doing anything too crazy? Is that going to be an emphasis at all this week?
Well, that is a challenge. You want to physically and mentally prepare during the week and then be at the right emotional level at kickoff on Saturday at 3. So, our guys have done a good job of that for the most part this year. I think staying in the moment and preparing. You still got to have energy at practice. You got to practice at a high level so you really have a belief and a trust in each other. But you don't want to be too high till Saturday afternoon, and that's when it's really going to be important to be at the right emotional level.
Does this have the biggest big game feel of the season for you so far?
They're all big. They're all big, and as the season goes on, I think you feel a different emphasis on games, but all the games are big, and we got to be able to handle the moment, and I'll give our guys credit. We've handled a lot of moments up to this point and done a good job of that, but this one we'll need to do a good job again.
You guys have been one of the most balanced teams offensively in Missouri Valley this season. What do you credit to that?
Well, I think our guys' preparation. We feel like the guys up front have done a good job of, run blocking, pass blocking. Ball carriers have been really steady. Tyler and Isaiah get the bulk of the carries and have been really steady up front. And our guys have caught the ball well. And Tommy distributes it and gets it to a number of guys. And I think play calling also helps us. We try to be balanced, but we're also going to take what the defense gives us, and it'll be no different Saturday. We got to find out where we can move the ball and take advantage of those opportunities throughout that game.
Anything else for Coach Schweigert? Thank you, Coach.
All right. Thanks.